Welcome back. Did you start off the new year with big resolutions for your finances? I know I did. Now, whether it was setting up a budget or paying down big debts, it may feel overwhelming if you don't start off on the right foot. Well, don't worry, because this morning, Emmett Dupas III, the lead partner for Bienville Capital Group, is here with associate partner Dylan Hoon to take us through a step-by-step process to get our financial goals ready for 2020. Welcome back, Emmett.
Great to be back.
Welcome, Dylan.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for talking about this topic, because I'm a part of this right here. Emmett, I want to start with you. What do we need to be focusing on in 2020?
So, here we are again, beginning of the year. Everybody's got their fitness goals, and the gyms are packed the first couple of weeks again. And one of the things, I'm worried about my health. Sometimes people tend to forget about the finance parts, and I think it's very important as you look at how do you complete yourself, is not only taking care of your health goals, but taking a look at your financial goals.
That is
true. So as we go through this process of, we should sit down and kind of take a look at our budgets and where are we spending our money? What are our financial needs? What are our financial desires? What are we trying to do in regards to our money? We always talk about kind of taking a look at those line items. Where am I spending on each and every month? Most people have the paycheck come in, they barely look at their check stub, the money gets auto-deposited into their checking account, they just run through it, and 2 weeks later it's gone, and magically the money shows up back up on the 15th. There it is again 2 weeks later. Really kind of itemizing and saying, okay, where am I spending my money? Looking at your debt situation, being honest with yourself, I think, is the most important thing in regards to what your financial goals. What do you want your bank accounts to look like? How old are we now? How old are we?
24. Just
24.
My goodness.
I'm telling you, before you know it, you're going to be 30. So if you're not, I'm turning 50 this year. So if you're not looking at your financial goals of where am I supposed to be and what am I trying to accomplish, we're going to be talking about this again next January. We're going to be talking about it when you're 27. We're going to be talking about it again when you're 30.
That is true.
If we're not taking a look at it, putting everything to paper.
I like that. Absolutely. Write it down to see, maybe I don't need that streaming service. Maybe I shouldn't go and get, the upgraded meal for fast food or something. What are those small things that we may be able to get rid of for 2020? Because we only have 11 months left, people, to get that beautiful credit score. You hear me? Now, after we do the budget, there's more to do. Dylan, what do we do after that?
Well, remember to pay yourself first.
Oh.
The next part of this process is probably going to be a little bit stressful, but take stock of what your savings are and what your debt is. Prioritize your debt from highest to lowest in terms of the interest rate. Your highest is probably going to be your credit card. Focus on paying those down as soon as possible.
Okay.
Take a look at what you got for an emergency fund. Most financial advisors are going to say you probably need about 6 months of spending in an emergency account.
6 months?
6 months.
So if I lose my job, I need 6 months worth of money?
Well, to be honest with you, that might be a little bit unrealistic and unnecessary for many people, depending on your personal situation and if you've got other means of funding.
Ah, okay.
If you've got a company retirement plan that's got a company match, make sure you're taking full benefit of that. For most people, it's going to be more beneficial for you to take advantage of that company match rather than trying to spend down debt that's got low interest rates. So think your mortgages or your student loans. We probably recommend that people should be saving 10 to 15% of their income for retirement. But everybody's different, so adapt your plans to what your needs are going to be.
Absolutely, and check with your employer, because it's very important, because some people may have different plans. And I like that you said all about interest rate, because I'm like, okay, if I have credit cards, student loans, and auto loan, which one should I pay off first? Look at that interest rate. That is a very good thing.
Focus on credit card debt, work your way down.
Now, say I've done all that. Say I've saved, say I figured out what I needed to do, what do I need to cut for 2020? There's apparently more to do after that?
Yeah, I think what you've got to take a look at is the interest rate. Dylan talked about that and saying, okay, I've got credit card debt, right? Credit card debt. We just got through Christmas, right? How do I pay these things off? Dylan talked about the idea of paying yourself first, which is very important. I always like to use the phrase that the future you in the future would appreciate you being able to save money now in your retirement accounts and going through this process. That debt tends to build up with high credit card interest rates. So taking a look at, okay, well, I've got money in my savings account here paying me 1%, but I've got credit card debt out here at 18%. Does it make sense to pair that off, get rid of some of that debt, put myself in a better financial position for the future? Dylan alluded to the fact that 401k and 401k match, those are imperative to your financial success in the future. So very important to kind of look at the whole big picture. How does all this come together? But getting rid of all that debt's really one of the most things that just will wear you down.
And it seems like paying off the debt is sometimes like a big goal. What are maybe some low goals that we can do? Are there any low goals we can do?
Well, I mean, look, being debt free is very important to people, and that your credit scores are important, but getting rid of that debt really weighs down in regards to your personal savings, and having that 6-month savings amount, the what if in case something happens. All financial professionals will tell you have 6 months saved up just because you don't know what may happen. But having sufficient funds put away for the nest egg in the future is very important for everyone.
Come on, take the notes, beautiful people. I am taking these notes. 11 months left in 2020. We can do it. Thank you all so much, gentlemen, for joining us this morning. They are so great. I love when they stop by. Now, here's the good news, friends. If you want more great financial advice, you can contact the Bienville Capital Group. You can call them at 504-620-4801. They are located in the 100 block of Veterans Memorial Boulevard in Metairie in Suite 940. You can also check out their website at bienvillecapitalgroup.com.